me, and he got shot. So Benjamin had sat there and said, yo, dude, you fucking bumped me. Like, what the fuck? You know what? It's an accident. Fuck off, man. Whatever, man. Why were you walking out of that store? What was your purpose that day? Your purpose was to talk
This is the girlfriend's testimony in court from the Chicago Tribune. She said, this is when they're getting out of school and they're walking down. The youth was one of the who was on trial with Omar Dixon, who was 16, the other shooter.
That's the story.
On the same street.
That's the story.
Wilson said, "Excuse me." Rush said, "This is the girlfriend's testimony." Was to excuse me. Rush said, she said. Moore responded, "What do you say? What? Let's shoot this punk." And Moore pulled out his gun and fired twice. Defense lawyers argue that things happened differently. Public defender Rita Fry, one of Dixon's lawyers, told the jury that Dixon played no part in the shooting and never told Moore to shoot Ben Wilson. He never went in his pockets. Those are the things he's denying. So the defense fucking story is not adding up, and the fucking girlfriend story.
The
is
defense,
like
the guy went to jail for this. I believe he might be a probationary.
He said Moore fired the shots in self-defense after he was confronted.
Okay.
This is the other side of it. Listen, the other side of it was Moore fired the shots in self-defense after he was confronted and threatened by what he believed to be the tallest man in the world, 6'7", 239-pound Ben Wilson. Grant said that when Wilson bumped into Moore, Moore said, "Ain't you going to say excuse me? Be old big tall boy." And he said Wilson was peeved and angry, and he approached the 5'9", 135-pound Moore. Moore found himself standing next to Big Ben Wilson, looking at him belly to button high. Grant said through Moore, he showed his gun. Wilson kept coming, and Moore feared that Wilson was bent on doing his body harm. Grant said. So it's like,
you see how easily
it's stupid.
This a disagreement could come. Me and you are talking the same
jabber over them bumping into each other.
But this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Both parties were upset this day.
But this is what I'm talking about.
For whatever reason.
But this is what I'm talking about.
It escalated over stupidity, right?
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about.
So
how
what we're saying now is going.
Where's that? How many times do black people need to be in the same fucking situation? And I'm not just saying black people, because a lot of people kill people over stupid situations. Right. But me and you get into the exact same conversation, and great that we can pick it up off the internet and discuss it. But I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of having disagreements turn to murder.
Oh, you're right.
So, okay.
Right.
It's like, I just want to say some shit.
I'm super tired. We both lost friends and family members in the same fashion.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of people.
You're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't, and it could happen to anybody.
Look, I've lost a lot of people.
And it could have happened to anybody. There was a situation one night.
It doesn't have to, though.
It doesn't have to, and sometimes it doesn't, right?
It doesn't have to.
For instance, there was a night where I was with my girlfriend, who is now my wife.
Yeah.
Right? And we were partying for her birthday. We were downtown Hamilton. We was partying up, and me and Gar were wilding out, doing our thing that we usually do. And I got approached by a guy who was dating my ex-girlfriend. And there was like techno music and stuff going on. So that's when really we all, was it 77? That's usually when we play a techno music. That's usually when we just kind of take an intermission. There's no dancing or anything, like, go have your cigarette, get your drink, use the bathroom, whatever. All of a sudden, he was like, not going to mention homegirl's name, but he was like, yo, I heard you fucking so-and-so. And I was like, I ain't fucking so-and-so. You are. Got nothing to do with me, boy.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, ain't going back. It's you and this one. And he's like, yo, I don't believe you. And I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you, man. You go have yourself a merry good fucking day. So it was really that nice and that rude. Don't care what you really believe. Go fuck yourself and have a good fucking day. Remember, I was with her and you were fucking her.
Who? The girl,
right?
Talking about the story.
I was with her and the homeboy was fucking her. At this point, I was training in. I was training for.
I don't think we ever. Fucked
Yeah, I was training for football in the States.
No.
Right?
Where are you going, bro?
No, not like that. Not like that. I was training for football in the States, and I came back. And while I was gone, this whole stuff was going down.
I'm only
right?
one at a time.
Right.
And this stuff escalated a few months later in the club. And when I said, I don't really care what you got to say, I told you I'm not fucking her, go on about your business. You can fuck off. He took it personal. He pulls out his strap in the club. I'm literally like you to me. And I'm, as Garcia would put it, I'm the nicest guy when I'm out having fun, I'm drinking. I'm partying with everybody. I'm lovey-dovey, and I'll give you my shirt. Right?
Same way.
But when he pulled gun on me, I went Hulk. I went green. And all of a sudden, that Beanie Man song came on. Pun bed, pun floor, against wall. And all of a sudden, people came rushing from outside, and the place went fucking nuts. Right? The place went nuts. People came flying in outside, threw their cigarette, came in, and all of a sudden, him and I got mixed into the crowd. I'm looking for him. I'm telling Garcia, like, straight up, I'm about to take this gun and put every clip in his face.
Yeah.
Gar's like, yo, me and you gonna have, not you and me. Right now, you can fuck off too, right? And then there's a point in time where, even with Garcia, you're just joking.
Yeah.
I wasn't joking this night.
Yeah, I feel you.
Stay the hell out of this. At this point, I was ready for World War III. What happens, happens. Either he was getting it or I was getting it. My mind was made up. Is it that stupid shit? Probably. But you put a gun on me,
To be young.
I'm thinking, you know what? You plan on using it. I'm going to give you the chance to use it because I'm coming for you.
Yo, can I ask you a
And if you
question?
have it on you and I get it,
Can I ask you a
I'm
question?
going to use it. I'm going to show you how it's used. I'm going to rinse your whole face with it.
Yeah.
I was about ready to do 55 years for this fucking shit. Didn't care.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I haven't got much to say. I wanna say some
I
things.
never heard this story.
How old were you when this happened?
22?
24.
No.
How old are you
This
right
is,
now?
Before that.
We were at Jen.
Oh, so 24.
One piss.
How old are you right now?
Man, why you mind your business? What I got to do?
I'm just trying to
38.
stay to baseline.
38.
So, if you were in that same situation right now, how would you react?
Not sure, to tell you the truth. Because a lot of things changed at the time.
Of course, things changed. That's
right?
why I'm asking you. How do you think you would
I'm not
react
sure.
right now?
I'm not sure. Because at the time, there's a gun in your face, right? So when there's a gun in your face, this is real.
Of course.
So it's different than hypothetically speaking it. What would I do now if there was a gun in my face? I'm not
Dude.
sure.
Violence comes. So you guys are talking about isolated situations.
Violence breeds violence.
Hold up, man. Y'all are talking about isolated situations. Y'all are talking about personal things that you guys have seen and stuff like that. I could talk about a personal thing, but it's violence in a total different way.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Hold up. So I'm in a house hanging out with some of my cousins.
Yeah.
And we're just chilling. And, a couple of my cousins do some dirt. It is what it is. Rest in peace to the ones that ain't here no more. Nonetheless, they do what they do. So I'm hanging out at this house. And, I'm 22, some shit like that. 21, 22.
Yeah.
I have a son. I think Quentin's 2 years old at the time, maybe 1 or 2. And I'm one of those guys that has the rare situation where I can do what I want and my baby mother only gets mad later. So it's not a big deal. Okay, and I'm chilling at this house and SWAT team busts in the door. Busting the door. I'm sitting there playing PS2, bro. This is how just normal what we're doing is. We just finished smoking a blunt. I think I was still smoking the blunt.
Need it back. Go ahead, dude.
And these guys bust in with their freaking guns in everybody's face. Everybody get on the floor, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Nobody gets arrested. Nothing happens because there's nothing there. I don't know what they did with their shit. It's none of my business. I don't really care. I'm just saying that situation could have gone the total different way. No matter who it is or what it is. A gun in your face is a gun in your face. And I guess I get that. But like, that's not an excuse on either side to decide that like violence is the best way to go about dealing with this situation.
But we're talking about street code and ethics.
Bro, you're talking about street code and ethics, but the cops are intertwined with that same street code and ethics
is
bullshit.
Yeah,
All of it is relevant. It's all street violence.
When violence is pressed upon you with a gun,
yo, I feel like if we
how you react to it is
it's all
how
street
you react
violence.
to it.
Some people run,
but
some people run. Your first instinct is to run, fight or flight. That's a real thing.
As long as we subscribe as a culture to gun violence and say, yo, this shit's dope, and motherfuckers talking about, you know, something that we don't really want to subscribe to and like.
Okay, hold up.
Even like some of like Nas's lyrics is like, yo, it's cool. Like fucking putting magazines in his military jacket and fucking rolling through Queens, and like you could see it, and we lived it, and we saw that, and it was like the most poetic shit of what he was going through. You know what I'm saying? Like times are changing. We need to fucking like, okay, cool. Like we need to respect the people like Nipsey Hussle and Kendrick and fucking J. Cole and Anderson .Paak and everybody else who's fucking like,
I don't know all of them.
These are like artists that are like
bigger artists.
They're bigger artists now that are like telling the truth. Telling the truth.
They're the guys running the game.
They're
the guys at the top of the game.
I can't say I listen.
But at the same time, they're telling the truth.
No, I just found out.
At the same time, they're telling the truth, but they're not.
I never knew who he was or what he said or how he spoke or what he sung or what he did. I knew nothing about him. All I knew was that he was
on that real
dating or married to
like
Laura London, and that's what I was like, that's
I rate you. I rate you.
That's a beautiful woman right
I rate you.
That's a beautiful woman right there.
That's hilarious. But he was on the.
That's hilarious. That's
hilarious. He was repping Cali hard.
He was a huge humanitarian.
Yeah.
All of that aside,
and a big rep LA.
The first thing you need to understand with this gun violence shit,
like positive.
The fact that like people kill people. Guns don't kill people on their fucking own, bro. I have lots of friends that go to the range and do all kinds of shit like that, and they do that shit for fun. Some of these dudes don't even hunt. For the dudes that do, bro, if the zombie apocalypse ever breaks out, if Skynet ever fucking happens,
Skynet is already happening.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you think. That's not the point. I just found out the other day that I might be in the Matrix. Don't want to talk about it. Let's just keep going. What I'm saying.
This is some Halo. What's going on here?
What I'm saying, whatever. What I'm saying is that I'd rather be around those motherfuckers who know how to shoot them motherfucking guns and can show me some shit than be out here not knowing what the fuck to do.
I'd rather be the motherfucker that knows how to shoot.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But yeah,
well, like, you know what?
But knows
everybody has
knows when to shoot too. That's the important part.
Well, you know what? Like, here's my opinion on
Given
it,
these
and
tools,
everybody has one, right? Everybody has their opinion.
Right.
I'm not gonna say anybody's opinion is necessarily wrong. I just view mine different. People shouldn't have guns. The only people who should have guns is the fucking military.
Why?
They do what the fuck they do.
So what happens when the military wants to take over you?
Yeah.
That's a conundrum. That's
who controls the military?
Fucking Trump right now.
The government.
And who puts them in power?
People.
Now we're getting into voting.
People who don't.
You don't even have to get into. We can talk politics about it too.
Power.
Because
guns are always going to be relevant. You're never going to get them off the street.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Really, what we're saying is
how is it so intertangled with the culture of our fucking of everything we've been surrounded with in our life, where it's just like we're way fucking smarter than that.
Advertisements?
It has nothing to do.
Yes, and then exactly with the advertisement and bringing it back.
Media, however you decide to advertise it,
and why the fuck is it so prevalent in hip hop culture?
It's at this point, it's not prevalent. It's not though.
Well, why listen to that?
Look, no, but it's not. But what you hold up? What you guys are saying right now is not correct.
But like, even when we were kids, though, like we were naive to it. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Is that like we were so naive to it that like we only got subscriptions to certain artists based off our geography and which side of the fucking planet we were on.
No, I didn't have any of that.
Like, you know, I mean, like.
But this is me sitting in here and telling you from a different point of view that like I didn't have it like that.
I know, but like you,
you're a little bit younger.
And that's cool. But
There's a little gap
listen,
between your generation
you just
and our
said
generation.
yourself right
And
now.
that's
You don't know
important.
you don't know Cole, you don't know Anderson .Paak, you don't know Kendrick like that. You don't know any of these artists. You don't know who these people are, and that's fine. I can respect that. That's cool. You don't pay attention to what's going on. That's whatever. You guys actually do happen to go out. You be around people who are younger and stuff like that, and you hear some of these songs that are popular in the here and now. Who is perpetuating gun violence? That's
A lot of
popular.
people.
Hold up. That's popular being played in a
A
club.
lot of
Or-
people.
Name something. Tell me. Who's
Fuck.
perpetuating gun violence that's in the club right now that's being played in
Shit.
rotation?
Let's see.
Lil Wayne.
Where? What club is playing Lil Wayne right now?
Everybody's trying to.
Who? Where?
Little Wayne doesn't talk about guns anymore.
And like, I don't think he's talked
Now,
about guns
if
for the
you're
last
talking about-
decade.
if you're talking about
Kodak Black.
Kodak
Fucking
Black,
Kodak Black.
Kodak's played in the club.
Kodak
Yeah.
Black is playing
Okay,
the club.
so I think this is funny because we were
Fucking,
just talking about how
and,
something like Tekashi 6ix9ine or something like that wouldn't get played in a club because it's
But he
gangster
does get
music.
played-
You guys said he wouldn't.
But he does.
You wouldn't get played
But
in our
not out
club.
here. Not out
You
here.
wouldn't get played in
You're
our
talking about
club.
in the States.
But
I'm
saying,
talking anywhere.
You're talking about Germany. You're talking about in London.
The world.
You're talking about
Dudes
dude.
played in the club.
Yo,
Yeah,
they
you're
get played in
making
the
money,
club.
bro.
So here's a better question for you.
And then like 300.
Why won't
like,
they
the
play
whole drill
Wu-Tang in the
scene
club?
Chicago? Like,
Why
that
won't
shit
they
was-
play
that shit
Wu-Tang?
was huge.
You play Wu-Tang, motherfuckers are gonna fucking freak out. You play fucking
I don't understand this freak out thing.
because
I don't
you
get that.
because you weren't there in the time when we were kids
Yes, you
coming
do.
up. And the minute that you played
Come on,
Wu-Tang,
man.
I see
it
you
would
freak out
just
the
turn into something.
Don't go chasing water.
Bro, freaking out to
That-
music, that's not what he's talking about.
No,
He's
but-
talking like
We're
dudes
talking about
will-
freaking out.
Are you talking about freaking out to music like they're just gonna vibe? Or are you talking like they're
Yeah,
gonna
No,
Like,
because the
be-
vibe that they bring, the vibe that like. Why
What's
do you
your
think-
question?
Look at this. Why is Tekashi? Why was he so huge? Because of the fact of the shit that he was repping. He was repping that blood shit. He was repping that New York fucking violent shit.
Yeah, man.
That street code fucking nonsense. Now look at where he's
When I
at.
think about what's the most
Bobby
popular
Smurda. Bobby Smurda was talking that gang shit.
Nah, man.
That's
I
the whole thing.
tried to show this to somebody the other day. There are certain artists that got clout. We can look at it right now.
Well, here's
Look up Tekashi 6ix9ine
you're
on
not-
Instagram
yo,
right now.
That has
I'm
nothing to do.
It
with
does
what
have
we're talking about.
something to do with it because
You
that's
gotta
your
look at it.
exposure.
When you
Everybody
look at
is
the
connected,
dude, I call
man.
that cocaine music. Trap music, it's cocaine music. Trap music is all about using guns and shit.
Dude,
It's
It-
all about using guns, making
literally-
money off their fucking flip,
I'm
and
telling
fucking
you.
trying to catch a lick.
well,
Tell
There's
me
a
any
reason.
different.
There's a reason why Drake has 50 million followers. There's a reason
And
why
Drake will
Kendrick
talk about
has
that
20
gun shit. He'll talk about
When?
gun shooters.
When
He
he
has
talk,
it in his music.
dude,
To sit there and tell me
talking
that Drake does
subliminals-
not talk about
talking
he's got
subliminal-
shooters. Are you
talking
sitting?
subliminal.
It's the
is a-
same fucking shit.
No, it's not.
That's what it's a
No, it's not.
metaphor.
These
That's
kids
what you're
aren't
talking
on it
about.
like that, so don't say
These
that's
kids
an
are
excuse for
on
these.
it because
Bro.
these kids are doing it. These kids are going out there and doing it when they're listening
What's
to
that
trap
one?
music.
The one.
I got murder on my
The
mind.
single.
The
These-
dude's going. The dude
the
went to
dudes-
jail for that
The
shit.
dudes that
single-
these kids,
single that came
somebody,
out this summer, it was
like the
like-
same homie, because I'm not
Yo.
gonna say his name, but Lil homie for
Yo.
dudes like him that for the
YNW
music that they
Billy
listen.
just went to jail over the same shit over a track called "Murder on My Mind." He's getting charged for killing his friends, a double homicide, and they're
Bro,
using the song as their defense. How many people have got themselves busted? There's a kid in fucking Chicago that killed his mom and made a rap song about it and put his ass in jail. It's a redundant fucking situation in hip hop. People thinking that if you create murder like a mafioso hit, you're going to become somebody. And the thing that you're going to become is somebody's bitch. The music is what draws people in.
I can't totally agree with that.
Look at Bobby.
Fucking-
What happened to Bobby Smurda?
Totally. agree.
What happened to Bobby Smurda?
Okay,
What happened to 6ix9ine?
you're,
What happened?
no,
All right,
he's
relax.
right. He's right.
What happened?
but he's not totally right.
How am I not
Because there's a
right?
way bigger demographic of people
What are
out
you
there,
arguing,
bro.
What's your point?
My point here is that it's not just the music, bro. You're sitting here blaming the music for
These people-
people's
We're
environments.
not blaming the music. We're saying why is fucking gun violence so related to our music?
Because it's prevalent in the music.
And why the fuck have we
The
not
first thing-
grown up?
The first,
Because we're not talking about good records right now, like at all.
Like-
We're talking about people that suck. And like they've repeated the same mistakes from Biggie and Pac, which was probably the biggest lesson
You know
we
what?
could have
You can't
got.
even say they suck. The people are buying their stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody,
Right.
all the way through the end of the '90s, man. Like everybody was just
Yo,
like,
we grew up in a
salute
time.
Biggie and Pac, like, yo, we can do better than this.
Yo, we grew up in a time.
And we got like so much good music out of that. So
So
much
we were
good
sitting there
times out of
talking
that.
about this
Then
the
all
other
of a
day.
sudden, the shiny suit era fucking took over,
The shiny suit era.
It did. It took over, and then
Do you
like,
wanna know
this
what the
Kanye
shiny
shit
suit-
came out, and then I was like the bloodiest summer in Chicago, 2003. The same year that fucking College Dropout dropped, which was like the first like real hip hop album in a long time since like Ruckus disbanded, and like Mos Def and Talib were dropping shit, and Kong was dropping shit, and the Roots were dropping shit.
You're talking about one
Like,
specific
we
lane.
need- we
Hip hop.
needed- we
Hip hop
need-
did not fall off in that time. You're talking about 2003.
What?
What are you talking
What are you talking
Buddy,
about?
you don't remember when fucking Jay-Z's like hip hop's dead? Nas, hip hop is dead.
Yeah, I don't give
We
a fuck
grew
what
up
those
in a
niggas
time.
were saying.
It was
We
dead.
grew up on the
No, it
music.
wasn't.
It was dead.
Dude, to see
Yo,
the music from the 80s
College Dropout was
to
a
the
guiding
90s,
light.
I'm not
like,
listening to
to
any.
the
I'm
2000s,
not listening to any.
get
of
into
that.
2000,
I can't
bro.
endure it. I'm not listening to
It's
any
a
of that.
whole
That's your
different
point
thing.
of view, and it's great
It's
that y'all
not a
want
point
to
of
have.
view.
Yes, it is,
They literally said hip hop was dead.
bro.
Auto-tune. That was Lil Wayne time. That was fucking T.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm gonna ask you one first.
Yes,
Wow.
please.
Wow.
Very similar to what you asked me.
Wow.
Very similar to what you asked me.
got from
In 2003,
Us three right here.
how old were you?
Us three, we were living that shit.
2000?
In 2003, how old were you?
17.
You were 17.
What was your favorite
The,
record?
the music on the CDs, if you can remember,
from Lloyd Banks.
the music on the CDs that you remember
And
said
Lloyd Banks talking about
parental
yo.
discretion is advised, right?
Lloyd Banks is better than
Maybe
Lloyd.
Red
Obi
Cafe,
Trice would've
Uncle
been a better
Murder.
pick.
Uncle
What-
Murder,
get the
yo,
fuck outta
Uncle
here,
Murder,
bro.
Red Cafe, all them dudes talking about fucking BK fucking
Okay,
shooting
but
shit.
who knows about these rappers like that? This is
we
what
knew.
you do.
We
Yeah,
grew
you
up with that
do.
shit.
Not all of these kids know these
Fuck all
rappers.
these kids.
This is what
Cause
I'm
they
trying to
got
say.
trap music.
Whatever, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck.
They don't
And if
know
you're
that.
saying that, and if you're
Oh
saying that
my
they got
God.
trap music or
Oh
whatever
my
the fuck
God.
you're talking about, bro.
Do you know
then-
what trap music about?
Oh my God, stop it, man. Like,
Why?
what is your
you
question?
acting like you
You're
don't know
asking me
what
if
trap
I'm
music is
17.
about?
Trap chop, trap chop, trap chop.
The music that
was
was being played
kids
then.
that trapping and chopping.
I'm
Right?
gonna go shoot somebody, then I'm gonna get some
It's
weed,
what I
I'm
like
gonna
to
fucking
call-
ease the fuck out.
Not even that.
Of
Just like,
graduation.
Holy
Right?
frick.
It's one of my
We
favorite
are
albums.
like
My God.
our generation, the guys that we
My
were listening
God.
to, that were trying to
cheers, yo. Where's your drink?
make it up
I don't have
into
one
the
right
music
Need one
business,
now.
right? When they were talking about the
I don't know.
hardcore stuff of which they were talking about,
I'm gonna find a few.
it only got escalated throughout the years. It only escalated from 2003. It started to get worse.
Look.
Now everybody's got guns and
Here's what I'm gonna say.
bitches and cars, and we
Cars that change color with a
and
fucking
we,
key fob.
and we laugh about it
See
because
that
we're
little
saying
Lamborghini? It can
hold on,
change color with a key
we
fob.
laugh about it because we're saying a lot of
See
the
that
stuff
shit?
wasn't even relevant. What the fuck? When you were talking,
You see that shit?
I know what we're talking about.
when Zeke over here was talking about
You're
all I need, you're talking about in a freaking staircase. You're not talking about in the strip club throwing $2,000 on some girl.
And
Right?
he's talking about catching
Right.
the case, just trying to get fucking what,
The music
tampons.
has escalated. The violence has escalated from where it was.
Okay, I can agree with
Right?
that.
Music is
To an extent, I can agree with that.
Music has
But
at the
since,
same- look-
but from 2003, when that violent stuff was going on, it was capitalized.
Yes.
So what happened was it started to make money. If it's going to make money, and I've lived this kind of lifestyle, and I can probably I can probably make some money doing this because Lord knows I don't want to get a 9 to 5.
DMX.
Would I fucking do it? How many people are talking about that?
Who is the biggest rapper of 2002?
2002.
Yeah, who's the biggest rapper of 2002?
Oh, God.
You guys are sitting here talking like you guys are sitting here talking all this shit, and you're
Daddy.
oh hip hop, Trick Daddy, my ass.
Jay-Z.
Oh, but Jay-Z,
50 Cent, Eminem,
50 Cent.
fucking man.
Biggest
there's
rapper like money wise.
Scarface.
money wise.
50 Cent.
Fucking.
I disagree.
There's so many.
It probably was 50 at the
Jay Z, Jermaine Dupri.
Ja Rule.
Fuck you all.
You can say fuck Ja Rule all you fucking want. Ja Rule was the biggest fucking rapper from the
Okay,
the
you
half
have
ass end.
no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Whatever. All right.
Money wise.
What was
Money
the,
wise? Money wise?
what was the what was
He's
the,
not even
what was the
fucking
record
close.
50 dropped again?
Yeah, Richard Die Trying, 2001.
That's the end of no.
And that wasn't
That's-
wasn't the
that's
end of
not-
John after that?
Yo,
That's not
Oh,
2001.
How much?
That's
how
the
much
end of
record?
2000. That's
how
the
much-
end of
you had
2002.
Eminem.
That's the
Eminem
end of
was
2000.
getting
That's the end of 2002. So
Eminem
what I'm
was
saying,
getting-
all I'm trying to say
So
here
if somebody's
is you guys.
one
No.
album, if somebody's one album dwarfed your 12, if you made 3 albums, if you're somebody's one album, we talk about who's the hottest person.
hold on a second here, because that's
One,
not
He's
the
talking
point
about
of what.
money. Are we talking about money?
This is not the point of what I'm
it
trying to
wouldn't
say
be Ja
here.
Rule.
The point of what I'm
It
trying
might
to
be.
say here
It wouldn't
is
be
y'all
Ja
are
Rule.
sitting. These
Listen,
guys
I
are
heard
sitting
that
here
shit
saying
so
hip hop
fucking
was dead.
much when I was
They
in
literally just said
Germany,
5
bro.
minutes ago hip hop was dead in 2003.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
It
was redundant.
50 Cent.
Yes.
It was redundant.
I can agree with in a
In
sense.
some
I can
sense,
agree
yes.
with
We
in
had
a
a few
sense.
dark nights. We had a few dark nights.
Hip hop is
And
dead.
yo, here's
It
the
wasn't needed,
yo,
right?
straight up,
Because it was
straight up.
redundant.
Hip
Shut
hop
the
is
fuck up.
hip hop is
Felt
dead
redundant.
Hold on.
in the sense of what we listen
I'm gonna
to.
say the guys, the only like top
I don't
five,
agree. I don't
top
agree with
five
any of that.
artists
Fuck outta here.
who brought us from the end of the '90s into like the fucking new era and the Renaissance. Top 5 artists who hung in there and fucking stayed with fucking dark nights. To me,
Top 5.
top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
You can.
Busta, Jada, fucking who else?
Jada
we're gonna have
Kiss.
10.
Nas,
We're gonna have 10.
Jay-Z.
We're gonna have 10 together because I
You
got
couldn't
5
even
different
say
ones.
just 5.
I'm gonna say fucking Black Thought. I'm gonna say fucking
You can't-
Kanye, Common. Fucking. I'm gonna say.
But what year?
99 to 2004. The only fucking like real hip hop fucking albums that
But
I
that's-
could buy.
But that's your opinion.
Dilla saved me from so much shit.
But that's your
And that's
opinion.
Dilla. Wu-Tang was already fucking. Wu-Tang was
No.
already like they were on some like
That last album came out in 2001.
Wu-Tang cut like Ghostface dropped some albums.
Yep.
Ghostface dropped some albums for sure. Like Pretty Tony came out in that time, so I'm gonna say Ghostface is up there lyrics wise and fucking like from that.
There's
era.
But this
too
is
many
your
artists.
opinion. Look,
Yeah, it's
we're
my
getting
opinion.
we're getting
We're
off
doing.
base. We're getting off base.
Common
We're getting off base.
fucking
Okay, let's bring it back.
Because like
Let's bring it back.
dude.
we're
That
sitting
shit
here.
was dark.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Because if we get back into it, it's gonna take too long to get
Nah,
out.
but
That shit
we
was dark.
see.
Fucking-
You gotta
There's
understand
no
that for
music
us.
coming out.
It's
We
sad
grew
to,
up
it's
in
sad
that
to
time.
say in a nutshell. It's sad to say.
No, but
you're
you
gonna have
remember
to
watching
just
BET at night?
learn to adapt in a sense
Yeah.
But
that
BET at night, it
violence
was
and
ridiculous
aggression
music. It was
is in
literally,
black people.
it was
I
all about
watched some of the
sex.
greatest.
They make
I
sex
watched some of the
stories.
greatest
No,
juvenile
no.
videos. That
You know what I'm
night.
saying? It
I'm
got
not gonna.
redundant.
I got to see Nelly's fucking video at night. Bro, that was the
Yeah.
greatest shit
It
ever.
but it got
Hey,
saturated.
you say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, what? The credit card?
Yo,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Uncut.
you know,
Uncut.
remember White Girls?
Oh my
White
God,
Girls, she don't blow my mind. White Girls is a phenomenon. You still remember that?
We don't know nothing about
Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. Hip hop got to a saturated point.
That was the first time I saw T.I. Uncut.
We gotta keep that up. We gotta keep.
But-
we gotta try to keep.
Hip hop got to a point where it was so saturated on the same jargon.
What's next on the agenda?
Okay,
Violence
I'm
is
not.
violence.
I'm not gonna say that hip hop didn't get stuck on the same that same perpetuating bullshit. And yeah, some of it is there now. But I hear artists like y'all would say like lyricism is lyricism to you, and I see lyricism in a different way. There's things that I like to hear when I hear somebody spit. There's things that I and like as I've gotten older and I listen to artists, there's certain things I want to hear you say on certain records. I don't like everybody's record. I don't like every record. Kendrick is one of those very rare individuals who I don't even really like his flow. I don't even like his flow that much, but he's so sick with it. Like the wordplay is so sick with it that I can't even take it. I can't even take anything with it.
Reminds me of like what Eazy would have been. If he,
Nah,
No.
like there's
nah,
there's like so much Compton.
no.
But like if Eazy-E was like
That's
that-
LA Cats. LA Cats can be fucking
Like I
confident.
say, everybody has their
Eazy-E
own
had
thought
that
with it. I'm not
fucking-
saying saying you're wrong. I mean,
Totally
I hear
different. Like don't get me wrong, I don't
He
think
ha-
it's
he
Like
had
they're making
that
fun of me for
fucking,
Lloyd Banks, but like
what do you call it?
I came of age
Andrew
in an
Dice
era.
Clay kind of fucking raps.
I came up in
Easy.
an era where everybody was
yeah.
literally battle rap.
Kendrick doesn't have
Like
that.
everybody
No,
was
but,
dissing
like,
everybody.
Eazy-E
Like
didn't
when I was
have the-
14,
he
15,
didn't write
I was
any of
14,
his
15,
stuff until
15
later.
years old, and
Right,
Jay-Z and Nas were
Cube was
battling
writing
each
most
other.
of his shit, and Ren was writing most of his shit.
Because they're
So like when Cube and Ren were writing for Eazy-E, it was like Cube and Ren, but like Eazy's
Some of that was Richard
attitude,
Davidson around
his
there.
demeanor.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm
and
gonna take it
that,
away just now, man.
That one
It's really
video,
crazy.
That's why I was
fucking,
sticking with the
What-
Pepsi because they got to drive home.
No, it's a well.
Yeah, what's it called?
I know.
Uh,
Some people handle it not the same.
What's it?
This is true.
Yeah, Big Kuta.
Big
I take everything in.
You see him just crap walking.
Well, in stride.
just confident
Even if I
as
am
fuck.
getting wavy,
And
like
just
I haven't
put
said
that
anything.
down.
I've let
That's
everybody
and the
talk
flow.
this time. I
Yeah,
barely
it's
said a
super
word
confident.
this
It's
time
super
around.
confident.
I just started getting laced in. Like, I've been doing this live here for like 30 minutes almost now.
I met this one kid. I forget his name, but like, I was at the skate party. I was at the skate party in Venice Beach.
It's just
well, no, we
everybody has an
could,
opinion.
we
this
could be
kid-
sitting here, and that's what I'm saying.
Nobody's
right?
opinion
It's
is
like,
wrong.
Like, he was doing
like I said, I came up in an era of battle rappers. So when I hear guys spit, like I want to hear some fucking in your face type bars, like bars, bro. And like people say, oh, this guy's got this and this guy's got that. Not everybody got bars like that. I like the rappers that I like because they be spit in the way that I want to hear them. I used to really love Busta Rhymes, but I don't. I'm not like.
He's not the same anymore.
It's not even just that he's not the same. Like the music has changed. Like,
cool vibe.
bro, Chris Brown can rap.
Yeah.
And he got bars.
I'm like, where you from? He's like, Compton. And then, dude, this
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like he was from Compton. Like, it was just
Like Rihanna can rap.
insane.
And sometimes when she wants to, she got bars.
And I see that in Kendrick. Like,
It's messed up. This is the world we live in.
Is it written? Is it ghost written?
Whether it is or it isn't, it doesn't matter.
Compton
It
kind of
does matter.
fucking.
Does it at this point? No,
Well,
it doesn't.
Hard.
It doesn't.
Well,
Drake's the biggest rapper out there, whether he writes all his rhymes or he doesn't, bro. You have to acknowledge all of that shit
He's
too.
still a big artist, but the thing about it is
Delivery and presence and all of that
He's the
stuff
biggest
matters.
artist out there, period.
No, but
He's just-
Not everybody's gonna rhyme a Drake rhyme
there's
the way
so
that
many
Drake rhymes
big
a rhyme.
artists.
That matters.
No, but hold up. No, but the thing about it is
but is it
that
authentic? Is it his?
no, but hip hop is changing.
If he had something to
No,
do
but
with the
he's
process of
altering
making the
hip-hop.
rhyme come up, then
Drake is altering
his.
hip hop. Everybody's altering hip hop. Hip hop is not what it was. The rules have
things are
completely
supposed to
changed.
evolve,
Yeah.
bro.
But,
but
like,
it's not evolving.
as they change,
It's
What
not
do you mean it's
evolving.
not evolving?
When people go into diss mode, you're gonna diss me. You are to retaliate back. You are to come back with a rebuttal. and
Yeah,
you're to
dudes
carry
don't do
on.
that in this day and age.
But that's my point.
Well,
and that's the thing.
Practice is
Okay, but
practice
wouldn't
is
you,
great. Practice is good.
wouldn't you
Because
think?
practice can teach you a lot of things, including spitting bullshit.
Okay.
You can tell something that, okay, well, this dude's got bars. Well, Garcia wrote it, or Nick wrote it, and I just practiced it and practiced it and practiced it until I mastered it. Oh, he's sick. And I do this for some guys I play hockey with.
Mhm.
I just start shooting. We go up north and we go fuck around.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I'm biting Nick stuff.
Are you? Did he write it for you?
Guess what? They don't fucking know, do they?
Did he write it for
They-
you?
well, they don't
it's
know.
hypothetical.
Right, but it's hypothetical. You're hearing this person spit something, but you don't necessarily know if it's authentic, if it's theirs,
Sure.
right?
But we've never
But you're
really
like,
known.
the flow and delivery was great. It wasn't. You keep practicing it. You can practice bullshitting.
There are people
We
right
do it
here.
every day.
There are people out here right now who still don't know that Eazy-E didn't write his own fucking rhymes.
He did.
Period.
He did it at some point. At some point. Well, he started ran with him, but like
No.
when he got mad when he did that 187.
Man's a gangster.
When he did that
He put his money into
187
something
on-
different.
on
Well, guess
Dre,
what?
The 187 on
You know
Dre
what?
EP.
Sorry.
No, the 187 on Dre EP was like Merry Motherfucking Christmas. It's like the last cut on the record.
Whether he did or he didn't.
No, I'm saying I feel like that was actually
Most of your biggest records somebody
And
else
maybe,
wrote
like,
for you.
yeah.
You're one of the biggest rappers of all time.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here talking about
First-
something being authentic, but this man didn't write his own rhymes, whether he lived that life or not.
No,
How much is
so
it?
me
What
and
do we- how much
Guy
do
were
we
talking about
got?
that too. Still,
We don't know.
Boys in the Hood is your track. That's your breakthrough
But
track.
Cube wrote
Ice
it.
Cube wrote your track. That's facts.
yeah.
And you know what? You're not wrong, but how you view it and how another person view it doesn't necessarily mean either.
Bro, look,
party
that's
that we're talking
Easy's
about is
record,
wrong.
and I'm never ever going to take anything away from him on that. But what I'm saying is that somebody else wrote the record. So for somebody
Yeah.
to sit here in this generation and say, oh, it's fucking Drake is an asshole because he fucking ghostwrites and all. No, get the fuck out of here, man. Your rhyme is your rhyme is your rhyme. Some rhymes are made for some people,
Imagine if-
period. If you want to go up to the freaking little hockey spot with your homies and you want to spit a rhyme for those guys that one of these guys gave you, if they gave it to you, like, yo, Joshy, this is your rhyme. This is for you. You need to be out here spitting this. I wrote this rhyme for you. Then you do your damn thing, bro. But if they didn't write it, if you just thought it was a sick ass rhyme, then you spit it for your homies. Then you spit it for your homies. That's no different than me sitting there listening to the fucking latest J. Cole. I'm
You know
not
what-
saying it's mine.
You know what I would give
If
it?
he's saying it's his, then that's not authentic.
It's different in the
But
it's different in the sense of
people's
how you want to look
perception
at it.
are going to think it's yours.
Whether
If
people's
anybody's-
perception
if
want to
anybody
think
is
it's theirs or
actually
not, you're not
listening,
going to
like,
question this man
yeah,
for
man,
every
dude.
single thing that he did. You're not questioning Eazy-E for what he did.
But people did. That's the whole
Who?
real hip hop heads have questioned it and understand that Ice Cube wrote his shit.
Okay, and does he
Dr.
still
Dre
have the same respect?
produced
Does
the
he still
music.
have the same respect in the culture as anybody else that's in his position?
Guess
Because
what?
we understand.
Okay,
Yes.
If you understand, then there's no.
Yes,
But
You
you're
can't
not
compromise-
gonna,
you
you're not
can't
gonna say
compromise, you
he's
can't
a great lyricist.
You
You're
know
not
what?
gonna say
No,
he's a
I'm
great
not,
lyricist.
but that's not
This
the
is what I'm
point.
saying.
He didn't create it.
But that's not the point.
But this
That's
is
the
what,
point.
but
He didn't
That's
create it.
not the point.
what we're not
We're
saying.
talking about authenticity in the fucking rhymes.
But
here,
you already
bro.
know that. You already know that at the end of the day, Ice Cube is the one that wrote it.
So you're saying if we're gonna diss Drake for not writing his rhymes, we got to diss Eazy because
You gotta diss every single person that you
And
know
they did
somebody
diss
else
him.
wrote something
The
for.
minute that you
Every
make
single
it,
record
fair
that Diddy
enough.
has. Do you
So
think Diddy writes his
I'm saying
records?
that, but I don't
Everybody
think-
else
I
writes
don't
Diddy's
think-
records.
I don't
We
think-
all know
on
this,
some real
but we
shit-
still all endorse
on
Diddy
some real
records,
shit,
don't we?
yo, it's fine.
No.
On some real shit.
Stop it.
On some real shit.
Stop it.
Yo,
Don't be lying.
I never
Wait.
felt it.
Sorry.
I never listened to
I
him.
don't think that anybody who understands lyrics is ever going to put either Drake or Eazy on their top 5 list.
Whether they do
but
or
like,
they
in
don't
the
is
music
not the
scene, in the
point.
culture, like yeah, you got to put them where
We're sitting here and we're talking about hip hop and,
You
and
respect-
success and fucking global exposure and all of that thing. All of those things that bring eyes to the culture is what we're talking about. You are talking about one aspect of hip hop. Lyricism is one aspect.
So it
Stage
goes on.
presence.
It's a major.
Stage presence.
It's a
Your
major
It's
aspect.
the element of hip
Because
hop.
you say so?
It's
No,
the element
It's
of
the
hip hop.
It's one of the
Do you
elements.
understand what hip hop
Like
is?
it's
talking
only
about?
4. It's only 4. Do you know what they are?
4 elements to
It's
hip
only
hop.
4. It's only 4. Well, it's part. Before we can even have further discussion, do you
Wow.
know the 4 elements? of hip hop?
Wow.
Come on,
This
man.
is
Please
what
tell
this
us
is
what
what
the
this is
four
where we're
elements.
this is where you're gonna go with this to
No,
try and
Well,
make
like you
it.
just said,
serious
you like
question.
battle rap,
If
right?
it's-
You said you like
if it's-
battle rap. So if you want to put Rihanna,
Yo, what are the 4
you,
elements?
if
of
you want to
hip-hop?
put Rihanna,
I'm
you
just
want to
saying
put
that people
Chris
have
Brown into a
hearts.
battle rap
No,
with somebody
chill,
who
chill,
is
chill.
a lyricist.
Joshy.
How do you think they're going to pan out?
Josh,
Would you
chill.
listen to them if somebody ruined their career? Would you
Josh.
listen to them again?
Joshy.
Yeah, I would.
Joshy, chill.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yes, I
man.
would. Why would
Get
I?
out of here. You listen to them again? Who's the Ja Rule anymore? He's got 3 people in his fucking stand.
I do.
And 50 bought the tickets. Nobody fucking go watch this fucking shit again. Stop it. Go make a movie.
Hold on, bro.
Go make a movie with Stone Cold and get some money. I'm just
Hold on,
saying.
man. Do you know the 4 elements of hip hop?
Make a movie with Stone
We gotta
Cold and
bring
make
it
a
down.
movie.
We gotta bring it down. 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 We gotta bring it down.
I feel like
We
as
gotta
a
bring it
comic
down.
book nerd,
Okay.
the first thing you want to learn was the 4 elements. Do you not know the 4 elements of hip hop?
Like, get the fuck out of here on
Lord
this,
the
bro.
fire, buddy. Lord the
Give it a
fire.
try. Give it a try.
Okay. Here's
What are the
I'm
4
not
elements of
I'm
hip-hop?
not even acknowledging this
Give it a
because I don't
try.
know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
It's B-boy, MCing, graffiti, and DJing.
And where is this written?
In the fucking temple of hip hop.
Where is the temple?
In fucking the Bronx.
So
Where it all began. That is the pyramid.
where is this temple?
Yo, the KRS-One got a fucking temple. Actually.
So this is KRS-One's temple.
No, man, it's KRS-One.
Read his books.
He's studying
It's
some other
in his
shit.
books. He'll
That's-
tell you
that's
that
some other
element
shit.
of
My
hip
God,
hop.
this is one person's opinion, bro.
No,
No.
this is the element of hip hop. If you're going to be a
4 elements of
lyricist,
hip hop are non-negotiable.
that is the element of hip hop.
We will.
That's
It's
what
not.
we
It's
grew
not.
up in.
It's
Hold
not.
on.
It's not a fucking.
Hold on.
I can't endorse that.
Hold on.
Yo,
We
what?
grew up in that.
What?
Because
I
You
never
grew up in whatever you want. I
Hold
grew
on
up in
a second.
something different. How are you going to tell me that I have to rate what you're talking about
I'm
when
because
I
it's
grew up in a
hold on a second,
different
hold on.
era of hip hop?
Hold on a
No,
second.
but like, of course.
If you're
But
going
this is where it
to
stems.
you consider yourself.
Yes, but
Yeah.
what we're trying to say to you per se is that
Hip hop existed before.
there's
you.
no saying nobody's saying
What's your point? Fuck off.
No.
That's what it
nobody's
came from.
saying you don't respect the fact that this person could spit the rhyme and has the vocal cords to do that particular rhyme. Nobody's putting them down for that. It's your prerogative to make money, and if I can help you do it and I get a cut out of it, sure, it's not a problem. But to put somebody who can't write their own rhymes in top 5 all time, top 10, top
Did you hear-
20, and saying, yo, this person's the dopest. Fuck Biggie, fuck Pac, fuck Nas. Who the fuck are you talking to when you can't even scribble shit down on paper because you're illiterate?
I don't disagree with
Oh,
anything you
shit.
just said. I don't disagree with anything you just said.
Oh, shit.
You know what?
Bring it down. Bring it down, man. Bring it down. Bring it down.
Rapists or whatever. You know why you respect R. Kelly? Because it's still in his fucking head. Because he can't read. That's why the fuck you respect him. He's telepathic like that, where he can draw something back from 99 bumping and grinding his Jeep. Because he's got it memorized in his fucking mind. Because if you practice fucking bullshit, you'll be pretty good at it. But was too high, dropped his fucking eyes and looked at these people on the TV and says, I didn't touch them kids. You ruined my life, y'all. You ruined your own fucking life because you didn't know how to read in grade 4.
Yeah.
You ruined your own fucking life.
We gotta bring it up.
We
gotta bring it up.
I'm letting you know.
I'm worried about my roommate.
I wish the best for him, but me feel sorry for him.
He's trying to sleep. He's trying to sleep.
This guy's still trying to eat. 40 plus years old, 50 plus years old, and he's broke. All these Grammys. Well, sell the fucking medal and see what you can get for it.
Listen,
I don't feel sorry for
if
him, but
you
you
wanna-
gotta be able to do your own shit,
if
man.
you want to get into R. Kelly, then
You got to do your own shit.
we're gonna get into R.
We're
Kelly.
not getting R. Kelly. No.
You got to be able to do your own shit.
Joshy Bird, R. Kelly just did
You got to be able to do your own shit.
Yo, the 4 elements of hip hop, man, and like.
But you know what? In
I
respect
can't
to
believe
that,
that you don't know that. Like, I'm ashamed.
you shouldn't be.
I like Chris too, but and I'm not ashamed of shit because like I don't. That's not the era.
No,
of hip
it's
hop that I
the,
grew up
not
in.
that much
no,
of
but
it.
hold on. It's the trueness of the art of being a hip hop head, like a true hip hop head.
See, you
And
keep
that's the whole
saying
thing.
things like that, but you can't say that somebody's not a true hip hop head because they're not into
Because
the
if
things
you're
that
not
you're
a true, and I'll tell
that's
you,
not fair, bro. You can't
I don't
decide
believe
that.
it fair. So don't even put that on the
Well,
table.
whatever, bro.
'Cause the
That's
facts are
just
the
how
facts.
life
It's
works.
A mathematician's not going to sit there and say, "Well, I don't believe in fucking
Some
division.
code-
I don't believe in division, so
You know
therefore it's
what?
not fact." If this is what the element is, that is what it is, and you
That's
have
where
to
it
go
came
with it.
from. It's
The fire.
That's
If that
what it
was- if
started.
that
That's
was the
where it
case,
initially
if that was
started.
the case-
itself,
Tafari.
man. It's so comic book culture too. I can't believe you don't even.
Some codes don't have to be written; they're just known. Right? Some codes don't have to be written; they're just known. Everybody can go dreads and be a Rasta. But do you know what it is to be a Rasta? You can't be a Rasta and go to the city, you're gonna fucking eat pork. You and I will fucking laugh about that. You give me a Rasta man and go sniff coke. You can't, there's certain things you can't do as a Rasta man. It's part of the culture. You gotta know that. It's not written. It's just fucking hair, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but
It's
that's
just hair, but you know, you
and
want
I'm
to
sure it
portray
is
a
written
certain
somewhere.
lifestyle.
I'm sure it is.
If you
written
want to
somewhere.
portray a certain lifestyle, you want to walk a certain lifestyle, you better know about this lifestyle.
Okay.
So if you want to rhyme and you want to make money, there's no disagreement. There's no argument with that. You can do that. You can do that.
Okay.
But you damn sure better own credit for what you did.
Because you guys are like
But if
really
you want to
getting
pay
at me on
somebody,
this.
you want to pay somebody 10, 15% of what you made because you got a good voice and have this person just be a ghost,
Because y'all are just.
then that's cool too.
Because y'all are just hating.
But that can't tell
And
me
I'm
he's
like,
hip hop.
there's
head.
no
hating
hating.
at all. It's not
It's
hating
just
at all.
we-
It's just dividing
We
the
grew
facts.
up in that era of the
It's not
actual
hating at
original
all. Like, yo,
situation.
there's pop records that I
Fab
really
Five.
like that I would dance to, and they bring
Boogie
you know,
Down Crew.
They
They
changed the times.
We grew up in that. We grew up with KRS-One. We grew up with battling, the realness of it. To be where we are now, where we're 38, and we now see where hip hop's at for you, and where you guys
this is
are.
cool. This is cool for you. This is cool for you.
Look,
because
I don't
as-
even think what's going on
because
right now is
really,
cool
as-
because
as
that's not
we are
my
trying-
hip-hop.
No, but
We're as cool
it's
is
more
because
about-
where
it's
we are
more
trying to
about-
adapt to this new culture and this new hip hop and have to try to understand it,
It's more about
right? And taking the time to understand it. Maybe people who are listening to this hip hop should take the time to understand where hip hop came from. Where when you said you were an MC and somebody says, "Yo, here's the mic, let's put you on blast. This is the topic. What's up?"
You better have fucking.
You better
bars.
have fucking bars. If you don't, you can't hang at this party. You were best to go
you
sit in the
can't
freaking
copy
corner
and
with your girl.
paste some shit you read in
You
a
can't-
fucking book and put it underneath
Yeah.
the caption of your
Yeah.
photograph.
Don't say
and
something.
hide,
Don't say
bro.
something like that.
It was like,
you
yo,
say you got
what are you gonna
bars.
do right now?
I can freestyle.
Yeah. And
You say you can freestyle. Then
It's
you
more
better
about-
freestyle. Don't
I guess-
be written some written stuff you
I
want
guess-
to come
I
to this
guess-
party with. Because guys have cats will put you on blast for that.
I guess,
You have to be
can
able to
tell.
hone your skills and show what you can do.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna say.
no, wait, before let me, because I want to jump in earlier. Before that, fucking, for me, it's more about like what we're talking about is that the fact that like we're handing down this thing to people, and what we're seeing come back from it as we're stepping back, being like, okay, we're getting old. You guys are fucking got the mic now. I'm not gonna fucking be as rowdy and thirsty to show and prove because I've done that. And now we're looking at like other cats that are showing and proving, and it's kind of like, wah, wah. You know what I mean? Like the fact, like no disrespect, but like we haven't even passed down the 4 elements to you, where you
Yes.
feel like that's important, and that's the core of it. That's the core of it. That's the fucking like you could take b-boying, just breakdancing alone. You could take that. You could take b-girling on itself, just a sneaker culture. of B-girling and spread that out to like one company of sneaker culture, just Adidas. And you could have fucking books and books and books and music and fucking pictures and fucking art for a whole college fucking 4 semesters of art history. And we haven't done that. We compacted into this like the Get Down thing on Netflix and like a couple videos about movies about Pac and Biggie and like these
hip hop's everywhere.
New movements are coming out, but then like and then all the movies is trendy, like even fucking Marvel and fucking Disney been using hip hop for like at least 15, 20 years. And like you hear these things in there, and that's the culture.
10.
You know what I'm saying? Like you hear a fucking
Hip
song.
hop's changed the world. It's changed
Exactly.
the globe.
But where it
It's changed how
started-
things work.
But where it
How
started,
people walk, how they dress, how they act when they're on the road, good or bad. It's changed the world. But people got to understand where this stuff is coming from.
it's the biggest movement in
You got
music.
to understand where this is
It's
coming
the
from.
biggest movement in music history in the world.
Yo,
Nothing has ever been as worldwide and as globally accepted and embraced as hip hop music.
when Jay
Ever.
Dilla got into a movie,
Hey, rock was
When
big
you
for
got-
a while when
when
you
you
got-
and everybody had their long hair.
But like
right?
it started
It got
with
to a
like
point
it
when
started
everybody
with
wanted the kid high top.
bro. It started with like one dude.
All right.
You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
massive movement, man.
yo,
Kool Herc. It started with like one dude, and then fucking like when Kool Herc was like riding around in fucking South Bronx with his fucking house speakers rolling at the back of his fucking Cadillac, promoting his parties at the rec center. Like there was MCs that just came out of nowhere. There was B-boys who just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden,
so they stopped the violence.
Graffiti was the way
They
that,
would
graffiti was the way that
breakdance,
like the
so
boroughs
there
of
was
New
no
York
sidewalk.
talked to each other, yo.
Because I've been waiting to ask this the whole time to bring this full circle.
And it was like,
Sure.
yo, it's not just a movie. It's not just a fucking
Are
like.
you ready?
It was real.
So when did this
Amalgamation.
no. When did this peace, as you call it, stop?
The peace stopped as it transcended, and as it
I would say with
transcended,
cocaine.
it got lost.
I would say with cocaine.
No.
Yeah.
Because it changed on so many different
I would
levels.
say with Reagan and cocaine.
Because it changed. Because people changed with the time.
Reagan,
People
cocaine,
changed with the time.
sheepskin furs, Mercedes Benz, gold watches,
Yeah.
and motherfucking
Yeah.
Slick Rick and
I'm with
fucking
Nick on that one. I'm with Nick on that
Harlem.
one.
Yo, because
Because it was the things that
It was
you just
flashy
didn't- it's the things you didn't see.
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
because broke people were like, yo, I'm trying to show you what it is.
Mhm.
I'm from the fucking hood, so I'm fucking living my life and I'm doing what I gotta do.
It was
Dude,
when
people were dying over house parties. People had to come together. People were like, yo, all these different crews from every different
I
street
would say that, like,
came together and said, we're gonna party together. We're gonna have peace tonight because this is the party. But you see, come tomorrow, hopefully we can have that peace. And tomorrow would come and the peace would stop and people would go back into the wars. The wars that were going on in Brooklyn spread out. Look at it like this, where everybody goes, I'm a gangster everywhere. Snoop changed that. Snoop made everybody. For Shizzle My Nizzle went everywhere and changed the whole game. Everybody was a gangster in fucking the South, Midwest, East Coast, West Coast, Canada, fucking Jamaica, fucking Germany. Everybody became a fucking gangster. As long as you believe in the idea of what gangster is, you are what that is. And that is the bullshit
I don't know,
of the
man.
progression.
you
I
can't
think there's
live
a,
it
I
up,
think
Snoop.
there's I think
You
there's
can't
a,
live it up.
I can
think there's a
because
difference,
I can exchange how many times we always give the baton to somebody
yo,
else.
let's yeah, we're gonna have to stop with like you gotta stop.
Okay. You guys want to go last call somewhere?
No.
No.
We don't gotta stop that. I don't want to stop the conversation. I just
Let's change up the conversation. What else?
Yeah, I've
what
been
else you wanna
trying
bring to the
to.
table?
Y'all
We went from gun violence to hip hop to
You guys want to talk about
Elements.
embarrassing shit now?
What?
You want to talk about embarrassing shit?
Oh, man, that was just my story.
I
got one.
one.
I think you might know.
You gotta sit down in front of the camera,
I
man.
will, man. I'm just gonna piss. Grab another beer.
You look like you want to say something. Say it.
No.
Comic books are awesome.
They are.
All the covers, all the different art.
I can't believe
artists.
that's what's tripping me out about you right now, bro. I'm actually like, wow.
Whatever, man.
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
the same
seriously,
shit.
man. I think you would geek out on it though. Like, I
It's
think
not
it would
the
be
same
like
shit.
once you
It's not
like,
the same shit.
it is
For
the same
me,
shit.
no, it's not the
It's
same
shit,
shit.
man.
You're talking
Cider,
about
bro.
no. That's not nobody. That's what do you don't touch that.
Beer in a fucking
That's my shit. That's Sunday shit. Nobody touch that shit. That's my shit.
Sparkling
I
wine.
apologize.
Yeah. It's Sunday shit. It's my shit. Nobody touch that shit. I don't know how many times I have to say that shit, but I'm gonna say that shit. It's my shit. Don't touch that shit.
You know you're saving it for the lady.
I am. I don't have no shame in saying that shit either. I don't give a fuck. But
I think this is the best podcast yet.
I am. And it's not the best podcast yet. I got cussed out like 3 times. What the fuck you talking about?
Nobody cussed you out.
You know what? I am done with you already tonight. All right? I am done.
I
Shut up.
debated with
No.
you, but I didn't cuss you out.
I am done with you tonight.
Not do that, yo.
I told you if we bring neighbors, it's gonna be a conversation.
No, I don't give a fuck. Now we're gonna talk about embarrassing shit. And I don't got that much shit, so I don't mind keeping my mouth shut while I listen to you dumb motherfuckers
That's okay.
talk about all
That's
that
all right.
dumb shit that
That's
you
all
be
right.
doing. Because I didn't
That's
do
all
no
right.
dumb shit. You know why? I was too busy making motherfucking money when I was a kid. That's what I was doing. Making money.
I made money.
What were you dumb
I made-
motherfuckers
I made
doing?
a lot of money.
All that crazy shit.
I was running hills.
Shit, my life just went out on me. Cross my record, please.